Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Water Realms video. We have the new Gear Dungeon 3 that has come out and brand new mechanics. So it is definitely leaning towards very Infernal Northern and heavy comms because shield is a very big part of the gameplay. So why do I say that? First of all, you can take a look at the boss's ultimate. So Blood Moon Impact is kind of the big AoE hit that the boss does from time to time. So it deals AoE physical damage to all enemy targets. If they do not have shield, before taking damage, inflicts 5 bleed effects on them first. This effect can be dispelled, but obviously you don't want bleed to be on your heroes at all because that's 5% max HP damage per second. Then there's Mental Impact, where there's no shield. It inflicts 5 attack reduction effects on them first. Effect can be dispelled now. This is more to slow down your kills, and you will see why this is a problem later. Then Bloodborne Protection, Bloodlock Protection is on the Abyssal, is basically on this guys, as well as the Unholy Blood Mistress. So what it does to them is that each time they take damage, it consumes 1 stack of Bloodlord's protection instead. This is referring to the shields that you will see on sticks, and you will see this later on. And then Blood Banquet, single target damage skill that does damage to the last 2 deployed units. Extra damage equals to their max HP based on number of bleed effects they have. So as long as you don't have bleed, you shouldn't worry about it at all. Now these 2 units have the same kit. So you can see here the kit is the same. They are not vulnerable to more to physical or to magic. The only difference is just in the stats. One has higher HP, one has higher attack, and vice versa. Then you have this guy, same deal as well, and they have a very big shield, which we'll see later on from the Bloodlord's protection. And the rest of the units are more or less the same. Nothing to worry too much about. So the name of the game here is to avoid, getting any bleed on yourself. If not, the units all do more damage. So make sure you have shields, and everything should be fine. Now let's get in without further ado. So this is stage 8, and we'll talk about some of the substitutions later on as well. How we're going to do this is we're going to do Quan Yu at the back. Nurture is a good replacement here. And we'll do this, King Hars. More shields the merrier, and then you can see the Blood Banquet doing its work. And once we have enough cost, I'm going to put Gwendolyn down. And my Kigiri is in a tank set, so that's why he can front line. And once you have that down, we're just going to cast the ultimates. And let things go to work. You can see a lot of damage coming up because of the bleed. Yeah, we should be fine here. Just wait for a bit. And once we are down, I'm just waiting. So yeah, mental impact again. So we're gonna cast the ultimates. Some damage reduction. Sorry, some shields going off. Yeah, you can see a dispel does not always happen. But I think we should be fine here. Last but not least, put Soken. I'm putting him facing back so that Gretchen can be the one doing the hits first. And making sure that he doesn't aim away at the other lanes, which is not going to be ideal. So once they come into range, cast a Dispel, offensive Dispel to take out the shields. And then you do Sokeden's ultimate to burn this guy down. And yeah, these guys have Unyielding as well in their kit. So you can see over here, where was it? Yeah, upon taking fatal damage, enters unyielding for 5 seconds, increasing damage. And you can see this one as well. Whenever they're blocked, increase attack, stacking up to 10 times. After reaching 5 stacks, they inflict stun. So you cannot hold them off for too long. You want to kill them as fast as possible. And this is what we're trying to do here. So they're going unyielding here. You can see the dispel going off. Then a Kigiri strike here. We'll just pop Guan Yu's ultimate because these big guys are the only ones that we really worry about. Now in this stage, it is still fairly straightforward because we can have Gwendolyn covering everyone. But after a while in the next few stages, you're going to start to see us struggle a bit there. But let's talk about that when we get there. Just going to quicken things up a bit here. The ultimate. Yeah, we're gonna get another Blood Mistress. We're gonna cast these shields. Shields out. And the Gretchen ultimate. As well as Sokadins. Now you could use Riven Hall here as well. But I found that if, let's say, you use Riven Hall, you don't get that much damage off going on these big guys because Diao Chan offers penetration, which is quite a big deal here. So that's why I'm using, Gretchen instead of that. So just in case you're wondering, that's why. Now we just wait for these guys to, stack up, purge it, and then we'll do the dispel here. Look at its ultimate. That should kill that guy. And once we're done, I'm gonna pop the Kigiri ultimate again, get some shields off here, because Kigiri is healing only from his bond skill, as well as the Gwendolyn shields, which is not much. Ultimate there. Kill off these guys as fast as we can, because otherwise they'll start inflicting stuns, and that's going to be quite a problem to deal with. Yeah, we should be good there. And then now we're just left with this one guy. And one thing you have noticed is that the shields do come back in time. So not having enough DPS can become a problem in the later stages. So yeah, that's something to think about. Alright, so that's the stage cleared. And you're gonna see stats wise, Guan Yu obviously doing the most damage, Gretchen at the back, and then we have Sokadins. Now, when it comes to alternatives, we honestly don't have that many offensive dispellers. So you have Talin, you have Kigiri, who works great as a tank or even as a DPS, but mine is only A1, so that's why I'm using him as a tank. And then Diao Chan just works really, really well here because of the penetration that she offers. And then Nurcha is also a great unit to have if you don't have Guan Yu. Just anything with the same range as the both of them, they are going to work amazingly well there. Talin is also a great unit to place down if, let's say, you don't want to use Hearth, but I'm using Hearth because of the shields. That does bring quite a lot of benefit there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer them. But before we jump into that, let's take a quick look at gear. Unshaken Will on King Haas, and then the Bastion Ring. Earliest with your standard healing set, and then the North's Glory to give more shields. Then we have Guan Yu in Cataclysm, as well as his exclusive. And then we have Riven Hall Inspiration set with his exclusive. And then next you have Adrian, HP based Soban Arcana, along with his exclusive. Didn't use him, but you can use him as well if you want to. Sokadins in Hell's Lament, as well as the Tear of Twilight. Then we have Diao Chan in Inspiration set, alongside with the Phoenix Feather Pen. Gretchen, Soban Arcana, as well as the Shadowed Hilt. And Kigiri is in full tank set, like I said. Unshaken Will helps him to survive with the Lunacy Visor. And then last but not least, just Gwendolyn, Immortal Warrior with a HP Invigoration set, followed by the Brightroot Ring. Now, that's gonna be it for the video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below like I said so, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.